In Canada, the foundation of beef and cattle production is built on 4 pillars, each containing key attributes that ensure the health, safety, consistency, and quality of Canadian beef that consumers around the world have come to love and expect. These 4 pillars are animal health, food safety, grading standards, and beef quality. Introducing the animal health pillar. These systems, programs, regulations, and best practices all work together to ensure the welfare and health of beef cattle in Canada throughout the entire production cycle. The Canadian animal health system is built on collaboration and cooperation between industry, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, and the Canadian Cattle Identification Agency. The CFIA works with industry from Canada's many family-owned and operated farms and ranches and the processing facilities where cattle are slaughtered and product is fabricated and packaged, to audits, inspections, and testing, helping to maintain a high-quality beef product. The Canadian Cattle Identification Agency is dedicated to the implementation of technologies and services supporting Canada's National Cattle Identification Program. Due to strong industry and government support for its activities, the CCIA has become a global leader in animal identification. The Canadian Livestock Tracking System, CLTS, maintains a database with the information associated with each RFID ear tag. The CLTS is an industry-initiated and well-established traceback system and is vital to the investigation of reportable diseases and other conditions. The health of Canada's breeding herd is protected by strict controls on importation of animals, embryos, or semen. Our animal health monitoring is performed by farmers with the help of a nationwide network of veterinarians, diagnostic laboratories, and the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Canada maintains a strong commitment to the control and elimination of serious animal diseases. The National Animal Health Program, coordinated by the CFIA, performs ongoing disease surveillance. As an additional animal health measure, the Government of Canada has banned specified risk materials from all animal feeds, pet foods, and fertilizers. Safeguards of this type have essentially eliminated BSE from cattle all around the world. Canada's Feed Assure program, developed by the Animal Nutrition Association of Canada, requires feed companies' manufacturing process to comply with Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point, or HACCP, principles. Canada has national codes of practice for the care and handling of farm animals. These regulated standards for the transportation of animals and the humane handling and slaughter of cattle are enforced by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Everyone involved in the transportation of animals in Canada must comply with the related regulations in the Health of Animals Act. The overall objective is that animals arrive at their destination safely and are suitably fed, hydrated, and rested. Under Canadian law, each animal must undergo screening before slaughter, known as an ante-mortem inspection, performed by a trained operator to detect potential illness or injury. The CFIA then conducts further ante-mortem inspection, including a detailed assessment of any animal showing evidence of disease by an official veterinarian. All of these animal health measures help to ensure a safe, healthy, and humanely produced beef product our customers can rely on. Introducing Pillar 2, Food Safety. Food safety continues to be the highest priority for the Canadian beef industry. We take pride in the systems designed to ensure that Canadian beef is a safe and high-quality product for our customers around the world. Working collaboratively with industry, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency is dedicated to safeguarding the food supply and provides oversight in all federally inspected beef processing establishments. Our national standards for food safety are established by Health Canada, using the best available science, and then these standards are implemented and enforced by the CFIA. Health Canada also evaluates and monitors the safety, quality, and effectiveness of all veterinary drugs used in Canadian cattle production. A preventive control plan is required for slaughter and for fabrication and packaging at all Canadian establishments operating under the authority of the CFIA. These plans are based on the internationally recognized Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point, or HACCP, model, and they're reviewed and audited by the CFIA. During the post-mortem inspection, the head and abdominal organs, including the lungs, heart, kidneys, liver, and digestive tract, are closely examined. The external and internal surfaces of the split carcass are also assessed to verify that all related animal health and food safety requirements are fully satisfied. To verify the appropriate use of veterinary medications, the National Chemical Residue Monitoring Program tests samples of beef fat, muscle, and organs for chemical residues. In accordance with the recommendations from the World Organization for Animal Health, Canada requires the removal of the portions of cattle which may potentially transmit BSE. Following trimming, the carcass is subjected to one or more washing steps. To help reduce any bacteria present on meat surfaces, carcasses may undergo a brief exposure to steam or hot water. Additional antimicrobial treatments may also be applied to carcasses, cuts, or trim in accordance with Canadian or export market regulations. Microbiological testing is used to verify the effectiveness of our food safety critical control points for cattle slaughter and for boxed beef production. Throughout the production process, temperatures of room air, carcasses, finished cuts, and transport containers are monitored and documented. When all requirements are fully satisfied, the CFIA will issue an export certificate. Each package is marked to indicate its acceptability for export and to support our traceback programs. The box labeling contains key information, including the establishment number and address where the beef was produced. From the raising of cattle on farms and ranches across Canada to the processing, packaging, and distribution, all of these important measures support the food safety of our beef. Introducing Pillar 3, Grading Standards. Canada is a global leader in beef grading. To satisfy our customers' preference for quality and consistency in the end product, Canada's grading system was developed by combining and customizing best practices from around the world. In Canada, quality and yield grades can only be assigned to carcasses by a certified Canadian beef grading agency grader. Each grader must complete a comprehensive training program. Once certified, graders are regularly audited by CBGA officials and through our National Grade Monitoring Program, administered by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Yield grade is determined by measuring the fat depth and ribeye dimensions at the grading site between the 12th and 13th rib. To assign quality grades, a detailed assessment of each carcass is made by a certified grader after the carcass is chilled. Attributes evaluated include maturity, sex, meat color, carcass muscling, fat coverage and texture, meat texture, and the level of marbling. Marbling is assessed using the exposed cross-section of the ribeye muscle between the 12th and 13th rib. A certified grader will then assign a grade, which, if all criteria are met, will be one of Canada's high-quality beef grades for youthful maturity carcasses. The high-quality grades are Canada A, Canada AA, Canada AAA, and Canada Prime. We harmonized our system of marbling standards with those utilized in the United States, so the marbling threshold used for USDA Prime, Choice, and Select are the same as those used in Canada for Canada Prime, AAA, and AA respectively. The Canadian beef industry is adopting the use of computer vision grading systems. This technology uses digital imaging of the ribeye to objectively determine yield and quality grade. Computer vision grading assists the grader and enhances the accuracy and consistency of beef carcass grading in Canada. The Canadian grading system relies on national standards and certified graders to provide consistent quality classification for our valued customers. Introducing Pillar 4, Beef Quality. Production of premium quality grain-fed beef requires commitment by all members of the Canadian beef and cattle supply chain. Our internationally recognized livestock genetics, grain feeding protocols, and strict national grading standards contribute to beef products with outstanding eating quality and cutability. Canadian cattle producers have always been respected for their commitment to the land. Canada is the second largest country in the world, and we have an abundance of fresh water and wide open spaces that are ideal for cattle production. Through responsible stewardship of our natural resources, the Canadian beef industry is dedicated to sustainable beef production. Canada is internationally recognized as a supplier of livestock genetics. Our cooler weather allows for the extensive utilization of Bos Taurus type cattle breeds known for their high-quality beef. Our cattle genetics and production practices contribute to higher carcass yield and cutability. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency administers a national livestock feed program to verify that cattle feed ingredients meet the quality and composition requirements of the Federal Feeds Act. Following grazing on open pastures, we feed corn, barley, and wheat grain to achieve well-marbled, flavorful, and tender beef with firm, white-colored fat. Our feeding practices enable approximately 90% of fed cattle in Canada to reach optimum market weights at 24 months of age or less. Slaughtering at a younger age enhances tenderness and overall eating quality. Canada's national grading standards require that each quality attribute be satisfied and any deficiency cannot be offset by other traits. Our high-quality beef grades, Canada A, Canada AA, Canada AAA, and Canada Prime, cannot be assigned to any carcasses that have defects, such as yellow fat, dark cutting beef, or less than firm meat texture. Canada's beef processors are committed to high-quality beef production, which requires that specifications for cut fabrication and all other attributes requested by the customer be closely monitored. Certified graders from the Canadian Beef Grading Agency provide certification of quality attributes and production process verification for selected branded beef programs. Our high-quality beef products are enjoyed at family tables in more than 50 countries around the world. We are committed to helping grow your beef business with premium grain-fed Canadian beef.